Hello, I'm Chris Menard. In today's Excel video, I'm going to discuss the HLOOKUP function. A lot of people use VLOOKUP. HLOOKUP goes the other way, but I'm also going to show you the second item. I'm going to compare the HLOOKUP to one of my favorite functions, XLOOKUP, which I recently did a video on, and I've actually got 3 videos on XLOOKUP. So let's go ahead and get started, first explaining what an HLOOKUP is. Most of the time in Excel, when you have data, it's in a tabular format running up and down. So that's why VLOOKUP is used so frequently. But occasionally you'll have data, like on the worksheet I'm showing now, where the data doesn't run vertically, it runs horizontally. So my data range starts in A8, which just happens to be empty, and it runs over to F17. So for an HLOOKUP, I want to find if I put in quarter 1 here or quarter 2, 3, 4, or the word total, and I could have typed those, but I just quickly made a drop-down list here. I want to figure out what's the gross profit, what's the net profit, and what's the profit percentage so I don't have to keep looking around my data to see it. So here I go first with an HLOOKUP, and I'm going to widen this column just to make this easier to see. So it starts off just like VLOOKUP equals HLOOKUP. There are your arguments. What do you want to look up? I want to look up whatever quarter 1 is, comma, what is your table array? So right now it's working just like VLOOKUP. My table array, I selected A8 to F17, comma, a VLOOKUP would have column index number, and HLOOKUP has row, and this is where people get lost. I'm trying to figure out what the gross profit is right here, and a lot of people would put in the number 11, but the answer is it's the number 4. Row 8 is 1, 9 is 2, 10 is 3, so 11 is 4, comma. Another issue with both VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP is most of the time I'm looking for an exact match, which is false, but the default is true. So I'm going to put in false. That is it. I'm done right here. I used every argument also, by the way. Control Enter. Quarter 1, gross profit 26,000. There's the formula again, quarter 1. 26,000. If I swap to quarter 2, this should go to 38,000, and it does. So there is HLOOKUP right there. I'm going to keep this over here with formula text just to keep up with these. That's the formula I just used. Now I'm going to do this with the XLOOKUP, and you'll just see how much easier this is. XLOOKUP is a fairly new function. If you have Microsoft 365, you have XLOOKUP. VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP you have with almost any version of Excel. XLOOKUP, the reason it's the letter X is it looks both vertically and it looks horizontally, and it does a whole lot more. So here I go with XLOOKUP. It starts off exactly the same, but here you go. I'm trying to figure out for quarter 1, 2, 3, or 4. Well, that's just this range here. Notice I don't have to highlight the entire table like I did with the HLOOKUP. And then, what do you want to return? I'm trying to figure out what's the gross profit. That is it right there. The default, there's 6 arguments with XLOOKUP. I only need to use the first 3. The first 3 are required. I used all 3. The default with an XLOOKUP is false, exact match. So I'm good. I should get 38,000 for quarter 2, and I do. One more test. Let me copy this down, by the way. There's XLOOKUP. I'll drag that over. One more test. Watch this. Quarter 3. Cool. You're saying, Chris, that's pretty easy. HLOOKUP and XLOOKUP. H may have been slightly more complicated, but they're both great functions. They both work exactly the same. No, not true. Watch this. Let's say for some reason I need to insert a row right here at row 10. Right click and insert. Quarter 2 is still 38,000. Quarter 3 is 43,000. But with the HLOOKUP, it's given me the wrong number. So if you use VLOOKUP or HLOOKUP, you'll get the wrong answer when you add or delete rows or columns. With XLOOKUP, it'll still be correct. Anyway, if you don't have XLOOKUP, I still wanted to demonstrate how to use HLOOKUP when you have data running like this. A lot of times it will be financial. I appreciate your time. Feel free to subscribe. Feel free to ring the bell. Have a great day. Thank you.